Hey folks, welcome to Friday in 5. Today we are going to be looking at assignments in Canvas. This is a beginner's look at assignments, so if you want to remediate or come back and look at maybe some of the features of assignments and how we create them and how they work, this is the video for you. I'm going to go over here to the assignments menu over on my sidebar here and click it. And you can see that I have a number of assignments that I've already created. I also have assignment groups that I've created. Many of you may not have groups, and we're going to go over that in just a minute, but groups essentially allow me to do a couple different things. Number one, I can organize it obviously by a group label, and I can move these things around. So if I have an assignment here, I can click and drag and drop it into another group and reorganize things that way. The other thing it allows me to do is weight. And in order to weight grades in your assignment space in Canvas, you can click here and go to weight final grade based on assignment groups. And these are the three groups that I have set up, and I've set up the weights for those groups. I'm going to go ahead and click save here. And now what I have is weighting that is associated with these groups. There are two ways to create assignments from this interface. I can click the add assignment within the group, which will add a participation assignment to my group participation in these assignments, or I can add an assignment up here with the blue label, which will take me to the more detailed view of assignments, which we'll cover at a later time. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and click the plus here on add assignment to participation, and that gives me this simple assignment creation interface. I have a type up here. Most of us are going to be using the assignment type, but some of us may be using discussions in Canvas, quizzes, external tools, or an ungraded assignment. I'm going to go ahead and leave that at assignment. And then I'm going to give it a label, and that of course is the name of the assignment. One thing to note here for later reference, if you're going to post these to PowerTeacher, which we'll cover in another video, you want to keep the number of characters or letters numbers less than 30 here. So very long names don't work well with that. So think about that as you go forward naming your assignments or renaming them. We have to give a due date to the assignment, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to say the 31st. All assignments should have a due date assigned to them here in this space. And then of course points, and we'll give it 5. There is the more options button, which we'll look at in a minute, but what we can do now is of course save it. If I click save, it will not publish it right away. If I click save and publish, of course it will. They added this button to save us a couple of clicks. So I'm going to go ahead and click save, which means that my assignment is now here in participation and it is not published. Of course, if I want to publish it, I click here and that turns the cloud green with a check mark. If it's gray, that means it's unpublished. And then I have got some options over here. So I can edit the assignment, which will take me into more details, and I can go back and change some things there. I can delete it, of course, and I can also move it to. And move it to would mean I want to move it to another label or group here. Labels or groups in Canvas, rather, are the same as categories in PowerSchool. So think of it that way. It allows you to organize and weight potentially those elements that are in there. So that is our first Friday in 5 with Canvas assignments. Have a great weekend.